I just hit a lick for like 20 bricks.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another ladder episode. Today we're looking over some replays of Expo Pump. So we managed to push up to 5,600 on my live stream. It's twitch.tv/mod to give you a check out the live stream and you'll actually get to see me playing it live. But we're going to go over some replays on YouTube and we're going to be showing you how to play this deck. So I feel it's like a spell bait deck. You're baiting out their fireballs, you're baiting out their rockets, you're just baiting out all the spells, trying to get either your pump down, get an elixir advantage, or if you get the bait out with the pump, you go for your expo, because it's really hard for them to deal with your expo unless they've got something like a giant golem. But normally you don't go too offensive against giants or golem most of the time anyway. You just have to wait till they play their giant and then counter push them, or maybe just go opposite lane depending on the situation. It really depends where they put that giant. I feel giant still is really strong against expo, and most of the time, to be honest, I think I lose against giant. Most of the other matchups like P.E.K.K.A, bridge spam, stuff like that, it's no problem to deal with this deck, but a lot of those kind of heavy golem decks, heavy tank decks are quite hard for this deck. But we did beat a lot of them. I mean, we got to 5,600 with not too many loses, so we're going to get into some games. So 2 seconds, let's get into it. Right, first matchup we're going to look at is this log bait deck, so we're going to get straight into the game. This guy's got quite an under leveled princess, but he's still got that log bait. But I think this deck most of the time should never lose the log bait. It's got so much to defend log bait. You got that snowball, you got the log, you just got everything. And I mean, the snowball doesn't 100% stop the damage if they get it directly on top of the tower, but it still minimizes the damage dramatically. This guy got, I think it got close quite near the end. I think I had the pressure on at the start. I think I went for an offensive expo quite early on as well. I think because against this kind of deck, an early expo is not actually too bad at all. I think, yeah, no, I went for a defensive expo instead. So, I mean, bait most of the time is not really good against defensive expos. I mean, he has to rocket that middle expo, and it's not a thing he really wants to do. He didn't have a rocket in his hand, so he couldn't rocket the expo. He couldn't go rocket the tower. Probably the better option would probably be rocketing the tower, but you still got that expo sitting there. So I got a whole lot of value out of my bar barrel here. Even though I used my bar barrel and he has got the goblin in his hand, we've got the snowball back in our hand again, so there should be not much problem at all to be able to take this down. So we have the elixir pump in the middle, so he's going to go for his rocket. You always want to put it in the middle at the start just to see if they've got rocket, or maybe they have fireball, because you see a lot of bait decks actually with fireball sometimes as well. So you want to check that, because you can put it behind your tower and it's just easier to defend with your Telsas, with your expos, stuff like that, because obviously once they take out your Telsas, sometimes it might walk straight to the elixir pump and you can almost lose a tower sometimes, your elixir pump sometimes. So we have got that expo rushing on the left hand side. I think this was a really bad expo for me. This almost cost me the whole game, to be honest. We had the expo go down and he put those rascals down, so I never had bar barrels in my hand, or I never had enough elixir to cycle through to the bar barrel and take that down and get some damage on the tower. So this almost lost me the game, but the ice golem did tag all that. I am still ahead on elixir right now, so he did overcommit, I guess, a little bit to that, and I think I just pulled ahead at the start, so I'm not looking too bad at all. So he's got that princess running down the left hand lane. I think I do actually go for the bar barrel here. Yeah, I do go for the bar barrel on the left hand side. It's not a good idea to put the bar barrel down, because I mean, if he does actually get a good piece here with his goblins, he can sometimes beat you. But I do have barbs that easily clears this up. Again, the snowball going down, this is the point where he can actually get some damage in with his goblin barrel. So he's actually going for the goblin barrel now. I think he gets a couple chips off here. I go for the ice golem. The ice golem just didn't do nothing whatsoever, but we actually go for the pump, and I think he just goes and rockets that, so that because it's double elixir, I can actually get my expo. You can see my expo, it's in my hand. I go for the expo, I go for the Telsa straight afterwards, and I think bar barrel comes down straight afterwards as well, because I think I preemptively thought he was gonna put down those rascals. There's not too much of a problem here clearing up. We actually get the snowball down as well. The expo has still connected to the tower. I mean, at this point he can do loads of damage. I've got no real spells to take him down. I think I overcommitted again with my little spells, and he's taking my tower down pretty low. So we got the musketeer coming up as well. We need one more connection with the expo, so I go for the expo here. We got the musketeer going to try and push up that left hand tower, but the prince is coming forward as well. But this is not too bad to defend. We've obviously got the bar barrel. We should be able to lure the prince back with that. It does actually lure it back, but we managed to get the barbs just in time, and the barbs actually make such a huge difference here. He hasn't got any elixir for his rocket as well, so he can't actually take the expo down, and the expo just finishes off the tower. So he just overcommitted elixir again, and he couldn't really finish off the tower there. So he could have maybe outcycled me, chipped me a little bit more with the rocket, but again, I just outcycled his rocket. He actually used it in the pump, so definitely the rocket was out of cycle with the expo. and that's why I won the game, I think there. So right, let's get into another game. Right, so we're going to take a look at this deck here that I played against. It's a Minor Poison Mega Knight Princess deck. I think since Princess has been buffed, I think see it in a lot more decks, which is good because it was only in log bait before, and now it's used in a lot of different decks. I feel it's pretty strong. It just chips away. It just shoots a lot faster, and I just think it makes such a big difference just because it can hit moving units and actually do quite a bit of damage. So we're going to get straight into a game against this deck here, and we're going to see how it plays out. So we obviously won this game, so yeah, but let's see how we actually controlled this. We have the princess. Actually, he's hovering over his princess, but I don't think he goes for a princess. I think it's just at the start here I actually do drop down my ice golem just at the back, just to kind of cycle through a little bit. I don't like to just sit with this deck. I like to kind of play something really small just to get the game going, just in case he's golem or something along that lines, and I just can't defend it with my building sometimes. So we have the musketeer coming down the right hand side, taking out that miner, and he's actually going to go for an inferno tower in the middle. We're pretty much, well, I'm ahead on elixir quite a bit at the moment, and we have the musketeer coming down the right hand side, ice golem down the left. So I think he shouldn't have waited there. He should have gone for something different, maybe even his princess to start the game off, just to start baiting things out. So I actually get a pump down. I'm at a huge elixir advantage at the moment. Obviously there's a huge push coming in, but we managed to easily clear it up with that Tesla, ice golem. I think was it ice golem? No, it was the musketeer that defended it as well. And he actually goes for the poison as well, so he's put himself at such a huge disadvantage with this poison at the moment, elixir wise. You can see I'm way ahead of him. I'm 5 elixir right now, and I can go straight in for a push. So we're going to go straight in with that expo. He's not really going to be able to defend it. I put the ice golem down just to tank for the expo. We go for the barbell as well. He does get that minor connection on. I think he does actually defend this, then we don't actually get any damage on the tower with this particular expo, but you can see we're so far ahead on elixir right now. We're still almost 4 elixir ahead. We're just a little bit, I think it's just a little bit under 4 elixir ahead at the moment, and we're going to get that elixir pump down soon as well, which just gives us such a huge elixir advantage. He has to cycle through to his poison dad to be able to take this pump down, and I know he has to. He's got that princess coming down the right hand side chipping away, but we've got the musketeer coming up the right hand side. He does eventually go for that poison. I'm pretty much just trading for his princess, and he's trading for my elixir pump, with me having still a big elixir advantage here. So I just go for my expo straight away. I know he doesn't have any poison or anything to be able to stop this expo. I think I go straight in for the expo. He has got the Mega Knight coming up, but he does decide to go for the Inferno Tower as well, and we actually managed to easily take that down the right hand side. We actually got the Ice Golem as well, but the Ice Golem didn't really do too much there. The Barb got loads of damage off there, but we're still chipping away so much on the right hand tower, and we're just trying to get it down. So we got that Princess coming, and in the middle again we got a pump down between everything there, so we're definitely way ahead in elixir. He has to put that poison down again in the middle, which just forces me to go for another expo push again. I mean, he has got the elixir to try and defend this, but he just doesn't defend it too well. We got the Ice Golem down on the right hand side that's going to defend against the Inferno Tower, and the Musketeer's just going to be able to clean up the rest, I think, of everything here. We got I actually snowballed there as well, just so the Barb didn't hit the expo anymore, so we could actually get a little bit more of a connection on the tower. I think the game actually goes on for quite a while after this, just because it's so hard for me to take out that tower. I go for the Barb barrel as well. I actually do a little bit late, take I think maybe one hit in the tower there, just to actually get the full clear up there. We got an elixir pump down as well. I'm just forcing the elixir pump every single time. He's actually using his miner on the tower every single time as well, so we keep getting an elixir advantage because of that, and he's forced to use his spell on my pump as well. But this time round he's actually using the spell on the tower. I actually misplaced my expo here as well, so this didn't go well at all. He's got the Mega Knight jumping forward. I thought I was actually going to lose at this point just because the pressure was just so huge on this right now, but it's not too bad to defend at all. The expo was quite defensive there and just managed to take most of that down. So we got the Ice Golem coming forward here as well. The miner has locked onto the tower, but I've still got loads of damage on my tower to go, and it's not too much of a problem here. So we had to get the Telsa down there as well, which is a pretty well placed Telsa as well. We managed to take down that Inferno Tower without actually taking down the Telsa and going for the expo as well. But this is the hard push again. He's got the Mega Knight coming forward again, which is just cleaning most of this up. I think the Ice Golem actually takes some of that out as well. We are forced to put down the snowball as well. This actually match gets really close. We've got the miner coming on the right hand side. We're chipping away with the balloon as well. So yeah, miner coming down, so 560. Right, so we have 600 damage left on my tower, 562 left on his, so he is getting closer and closer taking this down. So I need to get this expo connection straight away, otherwise I'm just going to lose the game. So I actually go for the snowball there. We go for the Barb barrel to actually take down the Inferno Tower. This was such a close matchup. The expo just connects to the tower just in time, and we managed to take that tower down. So that was a really close matchup, really well played to him, but just managed to just get that connection at the end. You need to get that full connection at the tower though. We have nothing to cycle through spell wise to be able to take that tower down, so it's just, yeah, crazy matchup. Right, we're gonna get into another game. Right, so we're gonna look at the last match that actually got us up to 5,000 strict 600 trophies. So this is against a, I don't know, this is a different deck. All these decks I'm coming against right now are just all different decks. They're not really meta decks or decks that have been around for a while. People are just throwing random cards in random decks, and it's working most of the time. I mean, these guys are up at 5,500 trophies and they're doing pretty well. So right, let's get into this game, see how it plays out. So we're right in the game here. We are against this Hog. Most of the time I feel that I should beat Hog just because I've got all these buildings, I've got all this siege, I'm able to take him down. So I feel like it's just so strong against Hog. You can pull them with pretty much any one of your units. Yeah, so we got the Talsa coming down here, we got the Snowball coming in. I think I missed one fireball there, so that was a little bit of a mistake there, but we still got the Musketeer coming forward. He is definitely ahead in Elixir right now, but he still needs to do something against this Musketeer to be able to take it down. So he's waiting with that Cannon Knight. I think he thinks I'm going to put some kind of tank ahead here. I think this deck, sometimes people just don't know what you're playing, because they come out with Musketeer, you come out with Barbadians, you come out with Pump, and they think 3 Musketeers, just, I guess, stuff like that, but you're actually Expo, and it's a really strong deck. So we have the Expo coming up in the middle defensively. I just want to put that down defensively and baiting out a spell, which I did manage to bait out the spell there, and we still got half an Expo up as well. The Fireball hardly does anything to your Expo, so it's really good to him, for him to fireball that, and he snowballs it as well. So he's just spending so much elixir here. It looks like he's had an elixir, but we do have that pump down now as well, so we can cycle through to an ice golem. I think we're actually having to barb here instead. He hasn't got the fireball. We know he hasn't got the fireball because he's just used it. He needs to cycle back to it. He's got a huge barb push coming forward here, so I thought this might actually do some damage, but he has got the fire spirits coming forward, and that just easily manages to take that down. We still got most of the pump up there as well, so we got a decent amount of pump. And I don't think he actually does anything. He has the pump the whole game as well, so I think it's just, yeah, we managed to beat him just purely because of the elixir advantage. I did waste a little bit of elixir there, so not the best with the elixir there. I should have just maybe cycled a little bit faster with the Musketeer, but we do put down the Telsa just for the Knight and the Hog coming forward. We've got the Bar Barrel coming down as well. I don't think the Hog actually gets any damage onto anything. It was pretty close against this Collector here, but we managed to actually take it down. We're still a decent amount of elixir ahead right now. I think I go for another pump again just to bait out that pump. I mean, we know I actually go offensive on the left hand side with the Expo. I know I have a slight elixir advantage here with that pump up, and we can manage to go for the Telsa as well. So we got the Snowball down there as well. He hasn't got zap or anything along that lines to retarget that Expo, so that Expo is going to stay on there as long as it possibly can. I think one of the archers do target onto it. We do get a decent amount of damage here, but he does go for the fireball again. I think I actually just going for the Expo again. We just go aggressive again, or maybe I go in for the pump. I'm not entirely sure, but I think, yeah, we got the Musketeer down there just to back up the Expo. Just going to do a slow push here. We got the Ice Golem coming down as well, and we got the Telsa going to be able to easily clear up that Hog there. I think that's one of the biggest things about this deck, that Telsa defends the Hog so well. So we got the Musketeer there. He can actually cycle back to a fireball again. He is actually cycling back to his fireball, but again, we're getting a good bit of connection on with the Expo. It doesn't take the Expo down a lot. It actually takes it out to half there, and we get the Snowball down again. We get a little bit more damage on the tower. I just need a little bit more to get that 58 HP, so we managed to just completely outplay this guy. We got the Telsa down there so many times, and the Hog just couldn't get through whatsoever, and I think we can just finish this off with a Snowball. So it's just constantly getting that connection off and just getting that elixir advantage, baiting up that spells early on. If they use their fireball against your Expo, you got a pump in your hand, just put up your pump and then just defend their push afterwards. And most of the time it's a win with this deck. So yeah guys, thanks all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and yeah guys, I'll see you next one.